Hello everyone and welcome to Friday. We're here with Kep. Yeah, he's making himself known. We have to do a follow-up today from a month ago.
About a month ago.
It was about a month ago, maybe a little longer, where he had been puking a lot. So we brought him in and found out that through a blood test he had pancreatitis, which is not necessarily a long-term severe thing, just something we need to treat. So we swapped all of his food out for the last month. We've adjusted him gradually over to a completely different food for digest sensitive. He's actually only on wet food now. He's also been getting
a probiotic and a vitamin the vet recommended.
Probiotic powder and then a vitamin. And yeah, he hasn't puked as far as like food
like he had been.
He's had a hairball or two in that time, but other than that he's certainly improved. So today they're going to give him a look over, and then also they're going to do blood work again, which we probably won't get the results back until Monday, and that'll tell us if he still has pancreatitis. If he does, then we'll have to go to the next step, whatever the next step may be.
She said some pets do better on a prescription diet for it, and some do better on a regular digest diet.
Yeah.
She said, and it's hard to tell what they'll do better on. Some do one, some do the other.
So
we might switch to that.
We'll see. I'm hoping that, he's been really good at home for the past month, and I'm hoping that things are just well now.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. He's done really well for the past month. Has had an appetite. This morning is the first time in a month that he didn't have an appetite, just bizarrely. And I'm like, I don't like this, but at least you're going to the vet today, so maybe they'll have a little more information about that. It could just be a random one-off thing, but he's been a little... I gave him his food this morning, and he picked at it a little bit, and he was like, no, I'm good. And then he went and just sat in the sun. And then around his next meal time, gave him his food again. He picked at it a little bit, and he was like, nah, I'm good. And I'm like, okay. Hasn't done that for the past month, but did that this morning, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You all angry. You ready? Welcome home.
What is it, bud? You a good boy? I said, okay, I'm gonna just walk around. So the good news is, we went to the vet. That's the good news, because that gives us information about his blood work in the near future, which I'm super curious about. And it also gives us a little peace of mind because, he hasn't really eaten anything much today, and we were a little concerned, but the vet said, he looks good. Looks like he's doing fine. And we talked a little bit about one of the things that we have been doing, which is every once in a while we give him cat lax, which is paste that ideally what it's supposed to do is it's a hairball laxative that's supposed to make the hair move through his system. Usually, when we give it to him, what ends up happening is he ends up throwing up a hairball the next day. We think maybe, possibly, that upsets his stomach a little bit because sometimes it does cause him to have a hairball. And we did give him cat lax yesterday, so maybe it's upsetting his stomach a little bit, and as a result, he's just kind of picking at his food. He also could just be getting sick of the food.
She thinks
It's possible.
B12 cobalquin is good for him too.
The what?
The little pill we give him. The little vitamin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been giving him a little vitamin, which was at the recommendation of the vet. And he takes it. It's kind of a strange thing, because when you think of giving a pill to a cat, you're like, oh, that must be a nightmare.
Especially something so chalky like that one.
Yeah. But it's he just takes it. You hand him the chewable tablet, and he's like, oh, good. And then he eats it. And I'm like, all right. So we've been giving him that. But the vet recommended, you know, if he's throwing up hairballs, if he's getting hairballs up with the Catlax, like clearly the Catlax is doing something, but it's not working in the way that we want it to, because we want it to go through his system so he poops it out. So she recommended changing the hairball medication. So these are some hairball treats. What is it called? Feline Furball Pro. All right, so we're gonna try those and see how that goes. But apparently he's doing fine otherwise, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye on him today. You know, he hasn't eaten a lot today, so either he's at some point either going to get hungry enough to eat something, or if he does have a hairball or something, he's going to, you know, puke it up. I don't know. But at least he got a relatively clean bill of health from the vet, so it makes me feel a lot better.
He ate it just fine.
He ate it?
You liked it?
Good.
You only get one. You get another one later.
He's a cutie. Anyway, so one of the next things that we needed to do was we're doing a Pokemon Snap, or a new Pokemon Snap stream tonight, and we didn't have a copy of the game, so we were going to go pick up a copy so we get a physical copy. But Michael, who was here yesterday for driveway time, or backyard time, the one and only backyard time, he actually went to get a copy today too. He went to Walmart and said that Walmart was out. But he stopped at GameStop and he's like, they have 3 copies. Do you want me to just pick you one up and I'll drop it off? And I was like, yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be great. So he's actually going to just save us a trip. So he's actually going to bring us a copy of Pokemon Snap, which is good because then we can spend more time here working on some stuff and getting ready for the stream in just a few hours. You having a rough day, Puddin'? Yeah. Yeah, you're having a bit of a rough day because you woke up and you weren't feeling super great, and then we're like, you gotta go to the vet. He continues to just relax, and he's probably, you know, gonna do that for most of the evening. I suspect that he'll probably get some of his appetite back later tonight, but you know, a month ago when we took him to the vet to get his blood checked in the first place, I mean, we didn't take him to get his blood checked, but that was a result of taking him a month ago. You know, after we got home, he was lethargic, as pets tend to be, you know, after they get home from the vet. So he's just been kind of like, I'm just going to chill in this chair. But I suspect he'll probably get hungry before the night's over. We're hungry now. We're eating a new type of pizza. We typically do the Costco frozen pizzas. We also had gotten one from Costco that was
Arugula.
I loved that pizza, but when we were there last time, they didn't have it. It looked like they had stopped stocking it, which sucks because it was really good. This is a different type of pizza. This is some sort of cauliflower crust pizza.
With roasted vegetables.
Yeah. Did it come with...
No, it did not come with pepperoni.
You put those on? For what it's worth, we have a lot of pepperoni, so that's fine. How is it?
It's fine.
Is it good? Is it noticeably different because of the cauliflower?
The crust is surprisingly crunchy.
Yeah, it sounds crunchy.
Like, you know, cauliflower crust is...
Yeah.
Like, it's better than I expected.
It's good. I'm excited about that. And then we jump into the new Pokemon Snap stream. I'm excited. Chaz is really excited too because he did a lot of things.
Hard.
He's been working hard. We're adding over 900 new alerts tonight, just for special for the Pokemon Snap stream, and I think folks will really have fun with it. And it also gives a chance for Chaz to show off too, because this is, you know, the alert system is what he made. So I think it'll be really exciting for folks. They'll make it really engaging, and also I'm just really looking forward to playing new Pokemon Snap. I loved the original, and it's been over 20 years, and I'm ready to take some more photos of Pokemon, even if, admittedly, at this point, I'm probably not going to know more than half of them. Look at this pincer. I'm in his mouth hole.
You are.
Might be a little... Yeah, I might be a little close. The tram had to stop. That's when the lion gets too close to the cab. Look at these things.
Kobe.
he eating. So we've been having a hard time getting him to eat today. And, you know, we kind of threw around the idea of like, maybe he just doesn't like the food now. Which, you know, seems a little bizarre to us because going from 60 to 0 on a food like that seems strange. But, you know, he didn't eat today, and then we took him to the vet, and then obviously he was lethargic from the vet, and then finally when it was time for him to eat, you know, since he hadn't eaten this morning, we were like, well, we still have some of the old food. We know that food's problematic, but we want to make sure to eat something. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's not feeling sick on the stomach. Maybe he's just like, I want different food. So we gave him the other food. And he ate the whole thing. And I'm like, okay. All right. So maybe he did feel a little upset on his stomach this morning. Or maybe he's like, you know what? I don't really like this food now. In which case I'm like, I really hate that you feel this way. Because it's very inconvenient. But for his meal just now, I gave him half of the food that he likes and half of the food that's good for him. And I mixed it up really good, and he's eating it, so that's good, at least. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll see how he's feeling. I'll give him just the digest sense of the food again and see if he wants it. But the important part is that I really wanted to make sure that he was eating some food before we went to bed, and he did. He ate a little bit before the stream, and during the stream he wanted more food, so I gave him a little more food, and then now I've mixed up his food half and half, and he still ate it, so that's good. Anyway, the stream went well. The Chaz's little special Pokemon system was a lot of fun. People had a lot of fun. I mean, putting their favorite Pokemon on screen and then finding the secret Pokemon, because there was like some hidden ones in there. But then also we had basically a random roll, and people were saying that it was their Pokemon personality test or their government-assigned Pokemon.
Chaz-assigned Pokemon.
Or the Chaz-assigned Pokemon. It was great. And there was a Microsoft Sam voice that was reading the Pokemon, and you know, it actually did remarkably well for a lot of them, and then some of them messed up pretty badly, but it was humorous. And the game itself is great. If you don't know anything about the new Pokemon Snap, I got to tell you, it is the old Pokemon Snap, but everything has been upgraded in ways that make sense for modern game design. And then also upgraded in ways that make it have a lot more like longevity. Because like one of the things for the original Pokemon Snap is the only metric for winning the game is that you're just trying to get the best score for every single photo. But the thing is, there are certain things you can do to make a Pokemon do a certain thing, which will always give you the most points. So really, your game of Pokemon Snap, if you're going for a high score, would look remarkably similar to someone else's game of Pokemon Snap, because you would get similar points in similar areas. But they've redone it this time where every Pokemon that you take a photo of falls into one of 4 categories. So there's different stars based on what the Pokemon was doing. So for instance, a 1 star is if the Pokemon's just standing there. Pokemon just standing there, not doing anything super special, just chilling. A 4 star would be like the Pokemon is doing something extravagant, like dancing or I guess maybe evolving. We didn't see any of that tonight, but that'd be my suspicion. So it kind of runs the gamut. So what you have to do is you have to get platinum stars for each category. So you got to get a platinum 1 star. You got to get a really good shot of a Pokemon just chilling. But then you also have to get the platinum 4 star. So you got to get a really good shot of a Pokemon evolving. And that adds a lot to the game, because then you're not just sitting there like, okay, do the most special thing ever. No, you're getting the special thing, yeah, but you're also trying to get a really good shot of them just not doing anything. And the fact that you can only turn in 1 photo of a Pokemon each run, like that changes it a lot too, because you might get a really good photo of a 3 star and a really good photo of a 1 star of a Pikachu, and then you got to decide, you know, do you have a 1 star already?
is this one star a platinum star when your last one is a gold star? Like, do you think that it'll be a platinum star? Then you should go for that. Do you not have a 3-star Pikachu yet? Then maybe you should keep the 3-star Pikachu. So it keeps you thinking about that from like a gameplay perspective. It's not just min-maxing Pokemon Snap. There's more to it because you're thinking about different types of photos, and that is really exciting. That was my favorite part. Otherwise, I don't know how far we got because I don't really know how much there is to the game, but we got to a new area.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're doing things both in day and night, and then as you go through an area, the other cool thing about it is as you go through an area, you get experience points for that specific area, and then you level up that area, and then when you go through it in future runs, it's different. The Pokemon are different, what they're doing is different. And you can choose to go back down a level to see how things were before, but it's basically set up in multiple different ways. In a way, it's kind of like every run is different, but I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's just every run has multiple levels, which changes things up. So that's a really good way of, again, because you're trying to create a way in which there's more replayability, and this game has a lot more replayability than the first game, but it should, because game design has advanced 2 decades, and that should exist. So yeah, anyone that liked the first Pokemon Snap will love this Pokemon Snap. And if you're on the fence about it, by the time you get this vlog, I'll have our VOD posted on YouTube, and of course it's already posted on Twitch if you want to watch it there. And it's just fun. It's just fun. There's an entire online element. Because you can take photos and then post them to your page. There's an entire filter system with stickers and frames, and you can really like deck out the photos. And then the reframing feature is something that's really cool because you take your photos, and as you take them, they're graded for the gameplay portion. But then you can take any of them and reframe them, and you can zoom way out or zoom way in farther than the game would normally let you, and like completely make a new photograph, and that's super cool. So I was a fan of what we played tonight. I think we'll probably go back and do another stream of it. I just don't know when, because next week is TRG Coliseum, and then of course we still have a little Zelda left to finish up after that too. So not sure when we'll get back to Pokemon Snap. I'd hope sooner rather than later, but obviously we have some other stuff to do. Oh, and because I'm mentioning it, if you don't already have it on your calendar, next week, May 7th, 8th, and 9th, 3 p.m. to 3 a.m., every day, Eastern, TRG Coliseum. Another digital event, and it's going to be a good time. We're also hosting a segment this year, Paint Time, and that's going to be May 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern. Basically, it's on Friday, so it's like the normal time that we stream, but 3 hours earlier. So 5 p.m. Eastern next Friday is when we're doing our segment specifically. And I hope that you'll watch. I hope you watch as much of TRG Coliseum as you can and donate to Direct Relief because it's a very good cause. And we'll see how that goes. I'm excited, but I got to tell you that the week leading up to it, like from here to next Friday, is going to be really stressful because there's still a lot left for me to do. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you again for watching, and thanks again to Michael for bringing a copy of Pokemon Snap over. Because it was really, he actually saved us a trip out, which was very helpful. And yeah, I need to get some sleep. Let's be back tomorrow, shall we?